This is Kurt Gowdy, John Brody, the Oakland Coliseum, Oakland, California. First down Seattle on their own 20-yard line. Jim Zorn quarterbacking in the I formation. Zorn to the deep man, Sherm Smith. Smith really ganged up. 3rd and 5. Zorn will throw. A control rush against him. He hits coming out of the backfield. Sherm Smith, first down. Zorn faking the handoff to the sideline to Larkin. He had a dive back for it. Larkin, a brilliant young receiver, has caught 52 balls this year for an average of 17 yards a catch and 5 touchdowns.
And if he caught 52 that were as hard to grab as this one, he is some kind of receiver. He has to leave his feet. Zorn throws the ball the only place he can. Larkin brings it down.
Zorn hands off to Smith, and Smith may be there, he may not. He had to get to the 45, that forward measuring sticks right on the 45. Now looks like he had it. Zorn looks the field over to the near sideline to McCullum. McCullum is wrestled down in Raider territory at the Raider 47 by Monty Jackson, the right cornerback. And Zorn right now hitting left, hitting right, running the ball, passing, a varied attack. They have 2nd down and a yard to go on the Raider 46. There's a deep handoff to Smith, first down and more as he plows to the 39-yard line. Maybe the 38 of the Raiders. 38-yard line of the Raiders. Deep drop by Zorn. Shoots it deep, deep. Rabel's there. Rabel has it. Steve Rabel for a touchdown. Rabel scores an 80-yard march by Seattle. And Rabel out of Georgia Tech his 3rd year. A perfect strike by Jim Zorn.
When you say perfect, you couldn't have hit it any more on the head. Rabel does an outstanding job, however, of giving Zorn enough territory toward the sideline to throw to. He's out on the wide side. He cuts way inside. Charlie Phillips comes all the way back to the outside. You can see how much room Zorn has to lead him. He could have led him another yard or two. It would have still been a touchdown. That's good communication between offensive receiver and quarterback.
Zorn now is 4 out of 4 in the first period. Zorn will hold. Herrera will try the point. The kick is up, and the kick is good.
Terrific time. Let's have a beer.
Yeah, let's have a new Schlitz Light.
There's a new taste in Schlitz Light. The taste of natural ingredients brewed into a Pilsner beer. New Schlitz Light. Still less filling with a taste that's bigger than light.
Think we won?
Well, it's not whether you win or lose.
It's the beer you choose.
Schlitz Light. Natural Pilsner beer.
All right, Stabler looks them over, and he gives it off to Van Egan, running left to the 40. Van Egan powers his way inside the 35, and they'll spot it on the 34 of Seattle.
All right, you're playing a team in Oakland that is pumped up. These guys, look at that offensive line surge. Shell, Upshaw. These guys are doing a job. Dalby handles his man from the right tackle position. That's a nice little 9-yard pickup.
That's the end of the first period. We'll be back with the 2nd quarter of today's game. John Madden, 102 victories now in just 10 years. Trying to drive for the first down is Mark Van Egan. I think John got to those first 100 wins just a little bit quicker than Don Shula. Van Egan and Whittington with 3 tight ends on the field. Whittington has the first down.
I'll tell you, Henry Lawrence did a good job. You can see Upshaw in the hole leading Whittington. However, the space was made available by Lawrence's block.
Have the worst records. Roll out by Stabler. Flag is down. The pass is complete to Branch at the 20. We have not seen him roll out much this year, very seldom. He used to roll out and run the ball a lot. He had very mobile ability in running, but then he came up with a bad knee. Here's a holding call.
If we can, we've got some kind of cameraman. Harry Coyle, if you can pick this up while Stabler's got the ball in his hand, you're Houdini.
Well, it happened back there at the line of scrimmage. Stabler now lines him up, first down to decline the penalty. Whittington to the 20, touchback, drives inside the 15 and goes to the 12 or 13-yard line where he was spilled by Sammy Green Beeson. Sylvester leading the way, the right guard.
Not only did he lead the way, he got out there in plenty of time for Whittington to make his choice as to whether he wanted to go inside or outside.
2nd down and 2 for the Raiders. They're trailing 7-0. Van Egan to the 10, fumbled, and I believe he'll be recovered his own fumble.
Okay, now they run to the left side. They've run to the right effectively. You'll notice they're going wide most of the time, trying to cut off the middle linebacker, Beeson. Created a big hole. Harold Hart got a good block on Beeman, the strong safety. Now, there was an element of luck. However, keeping your attention on the ball when it does leave your control is a very fine quality.
First and goal to go for the Raiders on the 4-yard line. Flag is down. Van Egan for a touchdown, but they dropped the flag. Offside.
Number 26.
Seattle. It'll be declined, and the Raiders have scored. Van Egan going over for his 8th touchdown.
Upshaw and Shell again. This time, look at these are big holes when you're dealing inside tackle to tackle with down inside the 5-yard line. He found enough to get his whole body through, get the ball over the end line. 7-6, going for 7-7.
Errol Mann for the point. It's up, and the game is tied. San Diego is way behind Kansas City. Going down the sideline. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And that was Steve Largent. Going, rolling. Willie Hall hits him, and the ball squirted away. Willie Hall hit Zorn as he threw the ball. 3rd down and 20 for the Seahawks from their 34. They run it to Testerman. Testerman is hit by 2 Raiders at the 40 and hit hard. 47 is Charlie Phillips, and 41 is Phil Villapiano. And Seattle will have to punt. There's your score, a tie, 7-all. Seattle scored in the first period, a 38-yard pass. Zorn to Rabel. Van Egan went over in the second period for 4 yards, and that has been the scoring. On first down, slicing over his left tackle, coming out to the 35, is Arthur Whittington, brought down by Terry Beeson and Keith Butler.
Kurt, you know what I've noticed more than any other ball game I've seen all year today is that they're moving different defenses in and out. In other words, they respect each other's offense so well that if you play a certain little defense, they're going to beat you with it. Both teams are going to do so. Terry Beeson making another fine tackle inside. Whittington has got to get outside to get away from Beeson to pick up yards. But you just notice the respect both teams have for each other's offense.
2nd and 5. Flag is down. It's to Casper, but they dropped the flag.
Holding, number 66, offense, 2nd down.
That's on Steve Sylvester, the 3rd holding call. The Bears win their 2nd in a row, beat Tampa Bay 14-3. Arthur Whittington. Whittington out to the 32-yard line. 3rd and 9 with 3 wide receivers for the Raiders. Sideline. Branch out of bounds. He's out of bounds on the 45. And that should be good for a 1st down.
I tell you, Oakland's the only team in the league that runs patterns like that. Cliff Branch went 25 yards downfield, came back 7. Stabler had enough time to hang in there and throw him the ball. No defensive back can handle that situation.
They run the deepest routes patterns in the league. Raymond Chester playing in place of Dave Casper, caught it on the 49 of Seattle. It is 2nd down and 4 for the Raiders. Here's Van Egan. Van Egan is stopped at the 47-yard line of Seattle by Bill Gregory. 3 tight ends. Bankston, Chester, and Casper for the Raiders. So they go to Whittington. Or Hart. Hart down that sideline, skips out of bounds. They've all bunched up inside and then sent Harold Hart wide.
Well, that's true. They were all bunched up. Cornell Webster tried to make a great play, and in so doing, he lost containment. However, it's worth the try. He's got pretty good pursuit coming from him. You can see Hart wants to go inside. Harris fills that hole. Cornell Webster he also got hooked a little by Steve Sylvester. But that slipped the attention of the officials, and it's 1st down for Oakland.
They have the blitz on. He fires. There's Branch. He goes down in the 21. A 1st down Oakland. Kenny Stabler is 10 out of 14, 110 yards. 1st down, the Raiders threatening here at the end of the 1st half. The first man through. Van Egan plows to the 17-yard line. 2 minutes to go in the 1st half. 2nd and 7, Oakland on the Seattle 18-yard line. The pass, flag is dropped on Casper trying to catch the ball over Autry Beeman. Flag was dropped at the 10.
Kurt, that looked like one of those throws you just try to lead a man under the basket.
Somebody got by the line of scrimmage for 5 yards, was hit once, and was hit again illegally. 13-yard line. First down, Whittington on the sweep, scoots to the 10. Just over the 10, Ernie Price ran across with him and brought him down. Second down, 7. The 16-game schedule will change without a record. Branch, oh, saved there by Johnny Harris. Harris high in the air to tip it away. Third down and 7 from the 10-yard line to Seattle. It is no good. The Morris Bradshaw. This will be a 26 and a half. Making a 26-yard field goal attempt by Earl Mann. David Humm will hold it. It is down, it is up, and the kick is good. And the Raiders have the lead.
In 1977, the Seahawks switched from playing in the NFC West Division to the AFC West Division. Due to quirky scheduling for both the Seahawks and Buccaneers, expansion teams in 1976, they only played their divisional opponents one time in 1977. In Week 8 of this 1978 season, the Seahawks soundly defeated the Raiders 27-7.
Curry guy will kick it off. And it hit Crawford in the face. He's up to the 20, finds a hole, runs it out to the 30. What started out as disaster turns into a pretty fair kickoff return for Rufus Crawford, where he's down by Harold Hart. Zorn, the quarterback. Smith, Testerman,
This got to be a screen.
Back. It is a screen. It's to the tight end Sawyer, a tight end screen, and he's out to the 41-yard line of Seattle, where Mike McCoy, the middle guard, trailed the play.
Mike McCoy has a big job to do today. That's to handle all the little sprint draws when Zorn is rolling out. It's to handle Zorn on any sort of a quarterback draw. It's to survey the area, try and pursue on screens. They don't care too much about the pass rush. He has been in great pursuit all day long.
Out of motion. Zorn hands to Sherm Smith. First down. Smith is to the 49-yard line of the Seahawks, where he's taken by Jack Tatum, number 32. It's intercepted by Hendricks. Ted Hendricks picked it off and is down on the 45-yard line of Seattle. Largent was wide open.
Ted Hendricks is the only man that plays linebacker in this game that could have picked that ball off. At 6'7", he came in at just the proper time. We mentioned what a great year he's been having. He's covering an area after he takes care of his primary responsibility. That's Ron Howard. As Howard turns in, he just keeps on going, gets into a position, jumps far in the air, pulls the ball down, and that is a big turnover, folks.
That's the first turnover charged to Seattle. Hendricks is 6'7", and he was up in the air, too. The Stork. Stabler goes on first down with a blitz against him, and he throws it away. Second down, 10. The pass is to Chester, the tight end, and it's incomplete. Third and 10, the Raiders on the Seattle 45. Now Keith Thompson's in there as a nickel back. 3 wide receivers for the Raiders. The pass to Branch, he can't hold on to it. Branch right in front of Dave Brown and tipped his hands.
Dave Brown made an amazing play then, Kurt. I have never seen a defensive back face, well, I call it face guarding. They're face to face. Brown turned his back to Stabler, did not watch where the ball was going to be thrown, instead was on Branch the whole time, never raised his hands so it wouldn't be called face guarding.
Guy has placed 19 of his punts inside the 20-yard line this year. He kicks them high, he kicks them long, and now he's becoming a placement expert. Next thing to be kicking him to the moon. This one wobbles down to Rufus Crawford on the 8, to the 10, to the 15. And Crawford's up to the 18-yard line, where he's down by Derek Ramsey, a rookie tight end from Kentucky. McCullum to the left. Largent is to the right as the wide receivers. Testerman and Sherm Smith are the running backs. Thorne fakes to Testerman. Testament for a first down, wriggling to the 44-yard line. They're going to drop him at the 45 of Oakland. Seattle on the Oakland 44-yard line. Trailing by 3. Smith is hammered down by 77 Charles Filyaw, who sort of clubbed him down. With second down and 9. Ron Howard is the tight end. Rabel's into the wide receiver. Largent going in motion. Number 80 back to the ball. And the pitch is to Largent. Largent is bulldogged down in the 36 of Oakland by Lester Hayes, who followed him across the field, the left cornerback. They have a 3rd and 2. They take out wide receivers and they put in an extra tight end, Sawyer, and an extra tackle, Bullard, as a tight end. And they give it to Testament to make the first down, and he does not have it. He may be stopped at the Oakland 35-yard line. Seattle's a gambling club on 4th down. He even went for it deep in their own territory. 4th and inches and made it in the first half. Crowd roaring, hold him. Testament. And he may be stopped again.
I think he fumbled, and I think Oakland recovered.
Ted Hendricks gathered up the ball. Hendricks on top of it.
And Teddy recovered.
All right, it's off to Van Egan. Van Egan out to the 40. Hendricks now has intercepted a pass, recovered a fumble in the 3rd period, and made a key defensive tackle. This is second down and 2. Banaszak hitting straight ahead, a yard, and that's it. Right here we have a 3rd and a foot to go.
Houston finally got ahead of Cincinnati.
That's close. Stabler looking. There's his man wide open. Whittington was trying to make the turn, to pivot to go upfield.
Those are the kind of stop drives.
He's replaced by Harold Hart, not as a punishment, but to get something new in the game. Van Egan has had his bell rung, a little dizzy, they say, but he should be back. The figures on Ken Stabler. He's 0 for 5 this period. 3 of his passes have been dropped by receivers. This one's to the sideline, and there's a man that doesn't drop him. Fred Biletnikoff. He's a bit short of a first down.
Freddie made a mistake that he very rarely makes. I do not mean it would have been easy for him to pick up the first down. However, he made a miscalculation of about 3 feet that kept him from making a first down, put the ball about 2 feet short of him. As you see, look, he thinks, whoops, now he's in, now he can't get back to the first down marker.
3rd down and a foot to go. Oakland on the Seattle 47. 3 tight ends. Bankston, Chester, and Casper for blocking power. And they stop him cold. Banaszak stopped short of the first down. Didn't appear to have it. They don't. They're a half-yard short. 4th down and a half-yard to go.
When it's 10-7 and you've got control of a football game and their defense is stuffing Seattle's offense right now, I think it's a good play.
Ray Guy will come in the punt. Now they spread that backfield of Testament and Smith. Testament with the ball. And he gets about 6 or 7 yards as he rolls out to his 22-yard line. There's a rollout by Zorn. He's hit and down.
All right, you notice, Kurt, when they try to pick on somebody, they usually try to pick on Villapiano. If it's some sort of bootleg, they know he's a very impulsive linebacker. However, as of the last 3 or 4 games, he seems to have stopped all that stuff. He's handling his area to the utmost, and he brings Zorn down before he can get outside.
Bill Villapiano. 3rd down, 9, 5 secondary backs on the field. Willie Brown's out there. Zorn will throw for the first down. Oh, a great grab by Sam McCullum, number 84, coming across from Montana State. And Zorn had the strike right to him.
Boy, that's about as good a catch as you'll see, and it's certainly as fine a catch as we've seen this afternoon. It's one thing to catch a ball going through the air, but he's very liable to catch Jack Tatum, who's coming the other way. When you leave your feet, you are nothing but fodder out there. Tatum was just a little late getting to the ball, and McCullum made a great catch.
10-7, Oakland ahead. Zorn comes out of that pocket, 35, 40, and he's down on the 40-yard line by Ted Hendricks. He hurt Oakland. He's hurt a lot of clubs coming out of that pocket. With a 2nd down and 4. He fakes the handoff. Now he'll run again. He's at the 40. He's at the 45, and he has a 1st down on his 46-yard line. 1:25 to go in the 3rd quarter. Oakland ahead by 3. Back he goes again. A short one out to Smith, 50. Smith knocked down just short of the Oakland 45 by Ted Hendricks. 2nd down, a short yard to go. Sawyer getting over there on the right side. A strong right with a tight end on the right. There's Al Hunter, and he has a 1st down to the 38-yard line.
Oakland got a little help. Oakland got their 12th man on the field. Got the official into the act. He still picked up 7. You can see pretty good block at the point of attack. Left tackle Bebout. However, nobody's on the official, and he brings him down.
And the end of the 3rd period in the Oakland Coliseum with the Seahawks on the move, and the score, Oakland 10, Seattle 7. They'll have a 1st down on the Raider 38. This crowd is getting anxious here now in the Oakland Coliseum. They don't like the looks of things. Smith and Hunter are the running backs. That's Al Hunter. Hunter, who weighs 195, has inside power. There's the rollout. Passes to Testament. Testament is ganged up on. There's that deep handoff, and Smith has the 1st down. 4th down and an inch to go. The Seahawks on the 28.5 of the Raiders. We have 4 down linemen now. Al Hunter, he has it. There's the fake to Smith. Zorn is throwing wide open. Largent, touchdown! Largent for the score.
That's just as good a pattern as you can run. Any offensive receiver would tend to get a little antsy on a pattern like that. Largent went all the way down the field and came back as if he was coming to Zorn. Just as the cornerback Hayes took his eye off of Largent, put it on Zorn. Zorn snuck behind him, was running totally free.
3rd catch for Largent today. The kick by Herrera. The kick is up, and it is good. Timeout, 12:20 to play. It is now Seattle 14 and Oakland 10. Staver will go right to work on him. Big rush on him. The screen is to Van Egan. 45, 50, 45, and he's down to the 42-yard line. Van Egan really running under controlled power. Brought down by Butler and John Harris. A 20-yard screen play. The Raiders 1st down, Seattle 42. Staver to the sideline. Branch has it on the 35. Branch is out of bounds on the 31. Driven out by Autry Beeman. The 5th catch for Cliff Branch today. They're on the Seattle 31. Staver trying to pull one of his pat and come from behind win. He's going deep to Casper. He's there. Touchdown, Casper.
How many times? I'll tell you. It's almost like it's a script. The man stands back there and waits till there's 5 or 6 minutes left. He obviously knows the ball game is just getting underway because Seattle's liable to do the same thing. But here comes Staver trying to split the zone, get the attention out to the sideline. He gets Casper down in between
2 minutes, 27 seconds. This is Kurt Gowdy, John Brody from Oakland. A wild finish here. Seattle trailing by 2. Jim Zorn fires, completes it to Steve Largent, his wide receiver. It is second down, 4 to go for the Seahawks. They have 3 wide receivers on the field. Rabel, Largent, and Ferguson. Great protection. There it is, to Rabel, a little bit behind him. Ball is behind his right shoulder, and he couldn't hold on to it.
And the action level is extreme right now. Rabel, just after he missed the ball, got hit. Neither of the defenders could tell whether he caught it or not.
He was hit there by Phillips and Tatum, who were jackknifing him in that open area.
And boy, the going gets rough in that middle, as we've mentioned. Both Phillips and Tatum are exceptional hitters. Rabel did beat them both to the ball. However, once it left, you all be careful.
Third down and 4 for the Seahawks from their 26. No flags are down. The pass is to Smith for a first down. Sherm Smith caught that ball. They just sent him out enough to get the first down. 34-yard line of Seattle. First down. The Seahawks are trailing 16 to 14. 2 minutes to play. Largent coming back to the ball in motion. Zorn's pitch is complete to Largent at the 40-yard line of Seattle. If Seattle rallies and win, Denver, Oakland will be in a tie. Seattle will be only 1 game behind. The pass flicked away by Rod Martin, number 53, out of the hands. Jim Zorn gives the ball to Smith. Smith may have the first down.
Seattle's already got the ball in play.
Zorn throws incomplete. That time to Tony Benjamin of Duke, number 31. And the clock stops with 1:12 to go. Second down, 10 for the Seahawks. There he got a first down. Boy, that's something. Doesn't he remind you of Tarkenton running around back there?
He does, and he's got a stronger arm. He may not have all the finesse that Francis has after playing 18 years, but his arm ranks with any quarterback in the league.
They're on the 43-yard line of the Raiders, the first down. 42 seconds to go. Zorn looks and fires, and it is incomplete.
Problem we have right now is those defensive linemen for Oakland are tired. Zorn's going to keep running around and puts a real burden on the defensive backs.
Crowd roaring here. Sellout. Oakland Coliseum. Zorn back. The pass deflected by 39. Willie Hall. He got his mitt on it. Deflected it away. 35 seconds to go. Herrera getting warmed up in case he gets the shot. Jim Zorn today is 22 out of 42, 254 yards, 2 touchdown passes. A player that was not even drafted and now has developed into one of the bright young stars of the National Football League. You never know. You can't open their heads and look at their hearts. Now Zorn's asking for the big crowd to quiet down. All right, third down and 10. Zorn has the receiver, Ferguson, and Ferguson wrestled around.
1 yard short.
Keeps moving, and maybe short. They're down to 22 seconds, 23 seconds, and Seattle rushes in and has called their last timeout.
And the big thing about that is Charlie Phillips just might have saved the ball game.
Fourth down and about a half yard to go on the 34-yard line of Oakland. Seattle is out of timeouts. A timeout that they took in the third period hurts them right now when they got a mix-up at the line of scrimmage.
They've taken 2 confusion timeouts, Gerd. This timeout is their last one, as you mentioned. I think they have to throw for it on 4th down.
All right, they're going to go for the first down. And they give the ball to Al Hunter, who's through to the 28-yard line. Time moving down to 15.
They're doing the wise thing. They've got plenty of timing. Throw it out, stop the clock.
They're down to 9 seconds. They throw it out of bounds. They stop the clock with 7 to go. 7 seconds to go. 46-yard attempt by Efrain Herrera that could win the game for Seattle. 7 seconds to play. The Raiders trying to distract him. Here's the kick. The kick is up, 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 up. It is good! 3 seconds to go. Seattle takes the lead, 17-16. 46-yard field goal. And the young Seahawks are 3 seconds away by being the first team to beat Oakland twice in the same season in 13 years.
Not only did Seattle win 2 games over Oakland in the same year, they went on to defeat them twice more in 1979 by scores of 27-10 and 29-24. Jim Zorn led the third-year Seahawks to a 9-win, 7-loss record and was third in the MVP voting despite throwing 20 interceptions against only 15 touchdowns. He was third best in passing yards, and he rushed for 6 touchdowns. Steve Largent made second-team All-Pro by finishing third in the NFL in receptions and second in receiving yards. He made the Hall of Fame, along with the following Raiders who played in this game: